went the other way, and
changed
then
completely,
then
and
we
then that
then we
didn't
brought
feel
it back
good.
for that third time, you know. But I think we went here, and now I think we've come to a place in the
Yeah.
rehearsals that we're kind of in the middle. But basically, I wanted to, for me anyway, I would just want to react to her so it feels
Okay.
natural and it feels. Like she said, it feels like this is the first time we're saying this.
Okay, organic, gotcha.
Yeah, organic, yeah.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
All right, see how it goes.
Okay.
And I can't see, which is.
Stand by. Action.
So now you know. I don't really care what you say. I gave myself to this boy. I believed in him, in us. I hadn't done that in a long time. Trusted someone like that? And he said he was staying another year for me. Finish his thesis for me, he said.
I'm sure.
He did. That we might seem like he was offering me this whole new universe. Instead, he shit on that. I know I did a lot of bad things to get here, so why should it work out for me? But I did love him, Bobby. That is not a lie. I loved him and he was using me. I wasn't ever going to be anything but a footnote to him in the end. Just to make the entire thing pointless and painful and sad. This past weekend on a beautiful afternoon, he was out biking and he died.
He was out biking
Yes, around the lake.
and he died.
He did.
Huh.
They're continuing to investigate. But they'll be in touch.
I see.
So you never know. I can't really ask about it without being suspicious.
Yeah, you said that.
And his parents are coming. I told you that, didn't I?
Yeah, it's tomorrow, you said.
That's right. I spoke to their father.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to give away a lot of this stuff. Books and things. We already talked about that.
Yes.
You know what I'm doing, right?
You want to get your things out here before anybody shows up. Before someone can come over here and start. I get it. It's understandable.
Is it?
Sure. What good would it do for everybody if your relationship came out now, right? Just be sadness. That's all this would be. Especially for his family. Yours.
Exactly, that's what I thought. That's why I tried to get
You
all that.
did this.
I did. I came up here after calling you up. I'm trying to do a good thing.
I get it now, I do. So just one more question.
Okay, I'm getting tired.
Oh, just hold on, just this. Tell me now. Tell me one true thing, and I'll help you any way I can. I promise. He died in the afternoon, you just said.
Yes.
But before you said they didn't know how or when that it was.
No, I don't think they do.
I see. Then how did you know it was in the afternoon? Betty? I mean, how could you possibly know that?
What?
Now, I'm not saying anything here. I'm not some cop. But if he did hit a bump or a patch of shitty pavement out there, or an animal, some fucking squirrel or a deer or whatever jumped out in front of him, and maybe it did.
That's
It's
what
possible.
I think happened.
Yeah, I heard that before. I did. But if that was the case, how come it's his rear wheel that's messed up now, not the front one? Why would that be? I want you to think about that. You didn't scratch your car at the store, did you? Did you,
What?
Betty?
I don't know. I don't remember now.
Yes, you do. You do know.
I do?
Say it to me and I'll help you. Just come clean for one time. And I mean with all your shit, the whole pile of fucking shit you carry around. Do that and I can help you.
I'm not sure.
Say it.
What?
Come on.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Say it to me, Betty. Say it to me,
Oh,
goddammit.
you're hurting
Just
me.
say it. Tell me what should happen.
No!
Say the fucking words.
No!
Just say it. Say the truth or I swear to God that I'll...
Stop yelling at me!
Then do it. Come on, just do it.
I can't.
Yes, you can. People can do anything they want. They do it all the time.
No, Bobby,
and so
stop
can you.
it.
Yes. I'm not stopping this time. I'm not.
Leave me alone.
Tell me the truth. Say what you've done.
I'm not gonna.
I will walk out right now. I will walk the fuck out and leave you here. You want that? Huh? Do you want that? Do you?
I don't know.
Is that what you want, Betty?
I don't know anymore.
Fine. That's... No, what's this? You're on your own. Just the way you like it.
No, Bobby. Bobby, please, please.
What?
Please don't leave me. I need you, okay? I'm asking you now because I really do need you. Please. Please.
So tell me. Say it now. The truth.
Cut. How'd that feel?
It was okay. Yeah, it felt pretty good.
Good.
Okay. Cool. Lance?
I like the range of intensity. It seemed like it kind of started off. Instead of everything kind of had like really intense or really not intense, it seemed like there was just variance this time. That was kind of good. I like that.
That seemed to be like that, like the organic, like you were trying to go from, and it worked. It worked. It was good. I also like the please at the end to bring him back in the door. I felt that was something that would bring somebody back.
What happens right before the scene?
He finds out about her affair. And he gets really angry with her for cheating on her husband. And he's got a moral code about that.
Yeah.
And trust me, he's not perfect by any means,
Right.
but he never, with all the crap he's been through, he's been through 2 wives, he never ever was unfaithful.
Yeah.
It's just something he thinks, and so he kind of judges her for it.
And you asked because?
I don't.
Did you see that?
No.
Okay.
No.
I agree. Yeah, that was my thing. The scene sort of started in this.
Seemed like nothing happened.
It started in the feel of that without that stuff informing it. It's almost like I know where the emotional starting place is. I'm just going to do that, but it wasn't specific to the circumstances that preceded it. So what I got was a mood, and as I watched it, I started thinking, I don't think this plays. This whole thing that this time is a little bit different. There was this whole, it's so sad. It's just so sad. It's sad. It's awful. Sadness. And I kept watching it going, okay, so if this is the new dynamic, this is the thing about the scene, then I kept thinking, what are you doing that for to get something out of him? And nothing. There was no exchange. There was no energetic exchange between you based on this emotional state. There was no reaction that you were hoping to get that I saw you weren't getting, and therefore you kept at it. And I didn't see any temptation from you to deliver some reaction to this. Yeah, it's so sad. And so there was this weird sort of disconnect for me at the beginning of the scene that didn't quite play as well as showing two. That's just the way it is, you know. It's not a fault in you. Oh, I guess that's working now. And I think a lot of it came from exactly that. I think it was just about the preceding moment. Is that the script?
Mm-hmm.
May I see it, please? Thank you. That will beat about the. Let's go right before the fight.
Okay.
Do you mind picking something up for me?
Sure.
That's what we thought we couldn't find anything new to work on in this, right?
No, that's
No,
not
I'm
the
sure you
problem.
can find something.
The problem is there's so
Let's
much.
see what we can fuck with next.
Well, no. He said he was staying another year for me, so that we would take time to finish his thesis for me, so he could be with me. He said. Can we take it from there, real quick? You want to grab a box? You're still packing it.
I'm still packing a box.
I want you to do one thing. I want you to return to the idea that you've got to convince him that he has this opinion of you. You're a liar. That you always get your way. That you manipulate circumstances to satisfy you. And this is the absolute truth. So there's a little more energy, a little more fight to that, because you've already exposed yourself as being a liar, right? And that's what happens prior to this?
Yep.
So now you've landed on the new truth. And every time you get caught, there's a new truth. So you've got to sell that this truth is the actual final truth. Because the only truth beyond this is the real truth. And that's what he reveals. So the whole thing is a fight. Not our fight, but fight for your life, literally. He's got to believe this one. Make him believe it. Because he doubts you with, I'm sure. And you come back with,
He did.
yeah, keep fighting through that. Okay? Not as many pauses. Don't go inside quite as much. There's a lot of internal Sturm and Drang here that was going on, and it just kind of, storminess, internal emotional storminess, that sort of kind of dragged the thing down. It's an external fight. It's between you two. You gotta get him to believe you. Trent? You said he was staying for another year for me. Whenever you're ready.
He said he was staying another year for me. So we could take him time to finish his thesis, he said.
I'm sure.
He did. No,
Did
we...
he believe you?
No.
Go at it.
No, sir.
Yeah, no, just give her the line again. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
He did. That we might seem like he was offering me this whole new universe. But instead he shit on that.
Good. Now, those pauses that you're filling now, you know what's in those pauses, right? Make them that big. Make them so tiny. Make them so it becomes what? That we might...
That we might...
Too long.
God, now forget the line.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So the pauses have become rehearsed, is what it is, and become part of the rhythm.
Yeah,
And
because
so
I'm
now,
finishing
yeah.
out the sentence literally.
Right. But
so
but now you know what it is, and
Okay.
and we never literally go, you know, my dad, he always used to beat us with rocks when we were bad. I really wish he hadn't done that. He's a good guy. So we don't, you know, we don't literally take that time. It's an instant of a thought. My dad, oh fuck yeah, that is a good guy.
Okay.
So it's this encapsulation of that now. Take it from, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
He did. Though we might... Sorry. Thank God.
Sorry, damn it, Keith.
Fight it.
Okay.
That we might. It seemed like he was offering me.
No, I know. It's just like, you know.
Yeah.
Though we might just seem like... okay.
Sure, try it again.
All right.
I'm sure.
He did. Oh my God. Okay. It seemed
Okay,
like
okay.
Alright.
I'm dropping both orderlists, sorry.
Alright.
I'm sure.
He did. That we might. Seemed like he was offering me this whole new universe. Instead, he shit on that. I know I did a lot of bad things to get here, so why should it work out for me? But I did love him, Bobby. I loved him, and that is not a lie.
Does he believe in you?
No.
Keep pushing then. Keep going. You got more. He's walking away.
Bullshit.
I loved him. He was using me. Go.
I can't remember. Hold on, okay. I loved him and he was using me.
That doesn't sound like you're fighting for your life.
Okay, wait.
But so here's what I'm gonna say. That chunk that you just did
Yeah.
fixed it.
Better?
Yeah. Yeah, because now the dialogue and the intention behind the dialogue, the need, is forcing you guys to shit. You're constantly having to read moment to moment whether he buys it or not.
Alright.
And with the delivery before, yeah, it was awful. You guys were on this sort of in the same sort of weird mourning phase, and you believed that he accepted your lie. And this whole play is about no.
Okay. Can we do it one time?
Yeah, of course. Of course. You want to do it from the top?
Yeah.
Let's do it from the top this way.
Put all my boxes back.
Little boxes.
I'm just gonna do it. Because last time, whenever you told me that, you say it faster,
Mhm.
and you explained why, but I didn't get it. So I just said it faster, with nothing, and I didn't like that,
Mhm.
so I just went back to slow.
That's fair. That's fair, but now you get
Because I
what?
didn't, yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I would hate for you to leave a third showing not having gotten something else. So good. This is great. So we already win.
Especially this is my last one.
Sylvia Harmon, if she liked you, she'd get to the end of the scene, she'd go, I have no notes. Next! And everybody would go, well, what the hell am I paying you for?
Oh my god, we got a Sylvia Harmon comment. I haven't heard one of those in a long time.
Yeah, she's been on my mind lately. I'm having to sign paperwork. So,
Oh.
stand by.
Not like an awe.
What the hell was that?
No, we'll just come back to that later. Stand by.
So now you know. No. Sorry.
Whenever you're ready. Give her. I see.
I see.
For what? For before that?
Yeah, that's the line.
It's the
That's the
third
line
one.
leads into so now you know.
Okay.
I see.
So now you know. I don't really care what you say.
And what do you mean by and so now you know?
Now you know everything.
Make him believe that that's it then. You gotta sell it even from the first line. No more lies to reveal. Stand by. Action.
So now you know. I don't really care what you say. I gave myself to this boy. I believed in him, in us. I hadn't done that in a long time. Trusted someone like that. And he said he was staying another year for me.
Check books. Do books while you talk about it.
He said he was staying another year for me. So we could finishing his thesis for me. He said.
I'm sure.
He did. That we might.
It seemed.
I grumbled.
Stay in it. It seemed like he was offering me.
It seemed like he was offering me this whole new universe, but instead he shit on that. I know I did a lot of bad things to get here, so what should it work out for me? But I did love him, Bobby. That is not a lie. I loved him and he was using me. Was it ever going to be anything but a footnote in the end? And just to make the entire thing pointless and painful and sad, this past weekend, on a beautiful afternoon, he was out biking and he died.
He was out biking
Yes, around the lake.
and he died.
He did.
Oh.
They're continuing to investigate. Said they'll be in touch, but for now,
I see.
so you never know. I can't really ask about it without people being suspicious.
Yeah, you said that.
And his parents are coming. I told you that, didn't I?
Yes, tomorrow you
Tighten
said.
it up. Keep going. Tighter, tighter.
That's right.
Because if you leave room for him to think and he gets suspicious. They're continuing to investigate. Take it from there.
They're continuing to investigate. Said they'll be in touch, but for now,
I see.
He's thinking. He's thinking. He's thinking. Don't let him think.
I can't. You're making me so nervous.
Let me put it on Brian. Brian, do me a favor. From that position, will you stand up fully, please? Good. Will you do it as slowly as possible? No, sit first. So every time she's silent, I'd like you to continue to stand up. If she leaves any silence, stand up. If he's fully standing, he's on to you.
Okay.
All right.
Take it off him.
What? Which one?
Take it from, he was out biking, yes, around the lake, and he died.
He was out biking
Yes, around the lake.
and he died.
He did.
Oh.
They're continuing to investigate.
I
They're continuing to investigate. Said they'll be in touch.
I
But
see.
for now,
see.
so you never really know.
This is the wrong choice. It doesn't help when Brian's doing a comedy elsewhere right now. Something like that. But instead, watch him. Watch his
Yeah.
behavior. I mean, you know he's quick. Your brother's a smart cookie.
Yeah. No, I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I completely understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I know
I'm
you do.
trying, but
And no,
it's like
and
not.
I've thrown a huge wrench into this. I've changed the fundamental energy, the fundamental thing
Yeah.
that you've been the pool you've been swimming in. I've changed out the water. It's fresher now. There's less algae.
That's a pond.
It's all right. Sorry.
Pool in a pond. Pond's good for you.
Pond's good. Pond's good. But try it again from the top now. Fight. Never stop fighting.
All right. I'm packing pillows now.
Last pass. Here we go. That's the only fundamental change I would make. It changes your energy too, which is nice, and I think it brings the whole thing together. And then we'll move on.
Give you more books to pack. Yeah. Just make sure we know whose is his and whose is mine. So I gotta get these back.
They all have to fit in that box, Gabby. Organize them well. Okay, stand by. You get into the place you need to be, and you start on your time.
So now you know. Sorry. Okay.
Give her the IC again. Stand.
I see.
So now you know. I gave myself to this boy. I believed in him. In us. I hadn't done that in a long time. Trusted someone like that. And he said he was staying another year for me. So he could take time and finish his thesis for me. He said.
I'm sure.
He did. He was offering me this whole new universe, but instead he shit on that. I know I did a lot of bad things to get here, so why should it work out for me? But I did love him, Bobby. That is not a lie. I loved him and he was using me. I wasn't ever going to be anything but a footnote in the end. And just to make the entire thing pointless and painful and sad, he was out biking this past afternoon, and died.
Who's up biking?
Yes, around the lake.
And he died.
He did.
Oh.
They're continuing to investigate. Said they'll be in touch, but for now.
I see.
So you never really know. I can't really ask about it without being suspicious.
Yeah, you said that.
And his parents are coming. I told you that, didn't I?
Yes, tomorrow you said.
That's right. I spoke to their father.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just trying to get rid of, just want to give away a lot of this stuff, his books and things. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
Back.
So you know what I'm doing, right?
You know, get your things out here before they, when it comes over. Somebody can show up and start. I get it. It's understandable.
Is it?
Sure. What good would it do for everybody if your relationship came out now, right? You'd just be sadness. That's all this would be. Especially for his family and yours.
Exactly. That's what I thought. I tried to get rid of all
You
of
did
it.
this.
I did. I came up here after calling you up. I'm trying to do a good thing.
Yeah, I get it now, I do. So just one more question.
I'm getting tired though.
Don't just hold on just this. Tell me now. Tell me one true thing and I'll help you any way I can, I promise. He died in the afternoon, you just said.
Yes.
But before you said they didn't know how or when that it was.
No, I don't think they do. Nope.
I see.
Okay, cut. I'm gonna cut it there. This is playing better. You're just acting guilty as hell. We all know that this is not the last truth, and that's the other thing. That's the one note that changed Aaron's scene with Kendrick's. Was that all along we've been able to tell she was lying. This has got to be the truth, and right now you just look guilty as hell. So you have to be completely convinced you're telling the truth. Can we take it back?
Yeah.
Where?
Take it back to he was out biking. Yes, around the lake, and he died, huh? So, yeah, they continue to investigate. It's all true. Play it all that way.
Okay.
Okay? Whenever you're ready.
He was out biking
Yes, around the lake.
and he died.
He did.
Oh.
They're continuing to investigate. Said they'll be in touch, but for now.
I see.
So you never know. I can't really ask about it without people being suspicious.
Yeah, you said that.
And his parents are coming. I told you that, didn't I?
Yeah, it's tomorrow, you said.
That's right. Tomorrow. I wanted to give away a lot of this stuff, his books and things. I already told you that.
Yeah.
So right now, you still look guilty as hell. Yes or no?
I feel like it's just so many different things.
So here's what it is.
I'm
No,
not.
no. It's one simple thing.
Yeah, what if I do that? Then I'm not going to be doing something else.
No. It's a very simple thing.
Okay.
It's just all. So now you have the truth. So I was nowhere near Washington D.C. You know, I was this guy who looked like me. Obviously, driving down the turnpike with I'm gonna go have a serious talk with the president. Bumper sticker on the back of his car, and he was gonna drive straight into the. It wasn't me though, because I don't know who would do something like that. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy, isn't it? Who would like, drive straight into D.C. like that and talk to the president? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, and you gotta say, if you're not like selling it like it is so, it's not you, you had nothing to do with it, and this is just bizarre, and it just makes sense I should get rid of this shit, you know, just because, it's just the right thing to do, and, it's crazy. If I talk about it, people suspect me. So you have to sell this with full conviction, and every time this happens, so we see it. So it's all gotta be, turn on the power, turn on the force, and just kind of spray your high-pressure truth gun
High pressure truth gun.
on everyone. You hate high-pressure truth guns? You can pick another metaphor if you like.
I went a really wrong way with
But
that.
yeah, that's all right. So, all right, that's Keith's acting class. So, but so it's just that. It's the force of your conviction, and every time you pause, it falls in place. Can we hear it? Try it again.
Okay.
All right.
In my class, I can do what I want.
He was out biking
Yes, around the lake.
and he died.
He did.
Oh.
They're continuing to investigate. Said they'll be in touch, but for now.
I see.
Yep. And if you stop to look at, keep packing books. Man, that's all the thing. Keep going.
So you never know. I can't really ask about it without people being suspicious.
Yeah, you said that.
I just wanted to give away a lot of the stuff, his books and things. But we already talked about that, didn't we?
Yes.
And his parents are coming.
Yeah, it's tomorrow, you said.
That's right. I spoke to the father.
Uh-huh.
I just,
Okay. I'm gonna stop torturing you.
please.
I will stop torturing you. You see the value of it.
Yeah.
And it's really it's,
I'm sorry.
all
I
right.
feel like I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong. This is weird. Okay.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. So what I would ask between now and showcase, well, you're not gonna be there.
I'm not gonna be here.
What do you ask?
Would be to grab a rehearsal if you were going to be here. You grab a rehearsal and run through it this way, and see if you can find that. You guys have put in I'll just tell you, everybody's put in a lot of really hard work on these scenes. I commend you, and I have with this course been second guessing the practicality of a third showing because it seems to sort of drag things out, and maybe 2 showings in a showcase is the way we go henceforth. But I did it this way so we could build in the time second showing for the camera work, and I think that was beneficial. There's something happens with scenes when you go into a third showing plus a showcase is that they just tend to they splay themselves open like wanton flowers at the end of summer. I think is what I meant to say, and yeah, and
What have you been drinking?
nothing. It's kombucha, which is obviously very good for my brain. But you know, they wear out their welcome a little bit, and I think that's that's so.
This is fun.
But thank you guys. Good.
Wow.
Yay. All right, we only have one other scene tonight, and that is Sweat.
Are yours?
I just gotta split up my books.
Y'all are it? You okay?